Welcome back to MacPhee Ford. Today we're going to be taking a look at this pre-owned 2020 Ford Transit. This particular Transit is in the high roof extended wheelbase version, which is actually the largest Transit that you can get. It is the Transit 250, finished in Oxford white. We're going to take a quick walk around the outside of this particular Transit here. I apologize, it's a little bit windy outside, so if you hear the wind noise, I apologize. But we do have our headlights here, sort of like a blacked out housing with the headlights. Also some heat extractors in the hood, kind of maintain or control the temperatures if you're putting this van to use. We do have the 16-inch steel wheel, which is wrapped in a general grabber all-terrain tire. And we actually do have a set of winter tires that does go along with this Transit as well. This particular tire here is a 235/65. Yeah, it's a general grabber. It's a van tire, so it's specifically made for a van just like this. We do have the short arm sort of tow mirror. It's a dual convex mirror, so it does have the fisheye lens here on the bottom and sort of your standard convex up top. And again, this is the high roof, so it is quite tall, and it is the extended version, so it is quite long. So it is a very, very large van, but of course that means you have an enormous amount of space inside. We have the single sliding door here on the passenger's side, and the driver's side is fixed, so there's just the one sliding door here on the back. But we do have the dual cargo door here in the back with the fixed window back here. We do have the reverse camera, which is way up on the top there by the third brake light. And there's the Transit 250 badge there on the back of the cargo door. And if we take a look at the interior, but first we do have the keyless entry code here on the door. So if you happen to not have the keys on, you can access the cab, at least unlock the doors if you happen to not have your keys on you. But we do have the black cloth seat. This is the captain's chair version. These are very, very comfortable seats. Ford really just designed these to be very, very comfortable, whether if you're doing longer road trips or if you're doing sort of a city commute. Take a look at the door panel. We do have our power window controls as power locks, and the power mirrors are operated from right here. We also have automatic headlights as well as some of the interior dash lighting right there. We do have the rubber floor, sort of the rubber vinyl flooring as a standard feature in the Transit. Makes it super easy to clean up if if it's a little bit dirty. This actually was not cleaned yet. This is actually how it was came to us. It was actually pretty clean for a Transit, so this is actually in great shape here. So you have rubber flooring, again, very, very easy to clean if you happen to have a little bit of a spillage. But if we step inside, take a look at the key fob. So we do have the switchblade key. We do have access to the cargo door. You can actually unlock those individually of the doors, I guess, to the cab here. So if you just want to access just the cargo section, you can unlock just that. But powering this Transit is the 3.5 liter V6 engine, which is the standard engine with the Transit. Very, very powerful, very fuel efficient engine as well. We do have the 6-speed automatic transmission. It is a select shift transmission, so you can manually select the gears. Maybe if you're towing a trailer or something like that, you do have the ability there with that 6-speed automatic. But here on the steering wheel, we do have the voice command button here with the Bluetooth sort of buttons. You can answer phone calls, you can control the volume, that kind of thing on the left side, and the right side is configured for the center gauge cluster screen. So you have all kinds of information here. We have trips 1 and 2 information. We also have my view status, the driver assistance screen, phone settings, all the various vehicle settings in here, driver assistance features. So there's lots and lots of good stuff here in this center gauge cluster screen. Right here in the middle, we do have the sync display. This is not a touchscreen, but it is sync capable, meaning you can hook up your phone via Bluetooth. So we have a phone button right there. You can hook up your phone. You can play music. You can answer phone calls, that kind of thing. Use hands-free calling. So it is nice to have that sort of a nice modern amenity with this 2020. We also have a little bit of a drive mode select down here, so we can actually click that button and it will pull up a little screen here in the gauge cluster, and you can cycle through a couple of different drive modes right there to kind of tune the transmission and the throttle and the engine a little bit differently for each particular one. We also have the traction control button right there. Turn that on or off. The Transit is rear wheel drive. We do have the climate control system here in the middle. We have the air conditioning, defrost, all of that kind of stuff. We do have manual shifting again with the select shift transmission there, which is definitely nice. We also have a 12-volt connector and also a USB right beside that. And this particular Transit was optioned in with the overhead shelf, so we do have a little bit of extra storage up here. You can use, of course, I wouldn't put too much weight up here, but you do have the additional storage if you want to store some papers or anything like that, so you have that additional storage up top. But if we take a look into the cargo area, so we do again have our doors back here, or you can also use the sliding door on the passenger side. We actually have a little bit of a mechanism here that you can actually use to unlock the hinge. You can actually swing it all the way open, so you have a little bit of a bigger access area. But if we open up the other door here, you can see you have an enormous amount of access into the Transit cargo area. And again, being a high roof version, it's enormously tall. You have quite a lot of space in here. And here are the winter tires that are going along with this. You have a nice set of winter tires that will fit on the factory wheels. But if we climb inside here, we do have a nice sort of vinyl flooring here. Again, very easy to clean. And we do also have the sort of plastic vinyl walls as well. So typically it's painted, just like the roof, but it is kind of a little bit protected. You don't have to worry about rust or banging into the walls or anything like that. There's also multiple tie-down points back here. And so you have hooks on top of the wheel wells and also in the front as well, so you can kind of tie stuff down back here. And we also do have the LED compartment lighting. So when the doors open up, you do have compartment lighting back here as well. So if you're interested in this particular 2020 Transit, it is for sale here at MacPhee Ford, so feel free to give us a call, or you can visit us at macpheeford.com. Thanks for watching, we'll see you in the next video.